on their round two, Baba Kushar. We'll get started. Short time. Somebody and then put post here.
Yeah, I just got a notice.
You got my sound up?
A couple notices, yeah.
You got the sound up?
No. Got the screen on. Screen it, we're good to go.
Oh, okay.
No, I turned my sound off, so I wouldn't be making all that noise. So we're good to go. All right, Shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, a branch here in Chicago. Right, we have honored guests with us. Apostle Ramlab, Brother Montazawan, what's your name? Batamayam. All right. You got these mighty brothers, you know, and brother from Houston, brother from Wisconsin. But of course, you know, the D-Mash, the legend. All right. But first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, double honors to our apostles, double honors to the elder bishops. Salutations to the 144,000, to the scattered that are scattered around the four corners of the earth. Right, to all our fellow laborers that do this work, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, and to those very few aqua that are listening and learning. Right, and before we get into the main topic, I just want to touch on this. What you're looking at on the screen, for those you can see it, is a shield wall. All right, something that was actually invented by Jake. All right, and there's a scene in the 300 where you had the one guy, he was a Spartan, all right? So we just making a comparison, you know, the Israelites are brothers that goes out on the highways and the byways and stand shoulder to shoulder, you know, in the face, you know, in the elements, you know, in the face of the enemy, you know, somebody can get that in Wisdom of Solomon, and lock their shields together and do this work. Well, you know, if you're the weak link, you could, you know, that can cause discord within the camp. A little bit of leaveneth the whole lump. All right, you got to understand that. And if you remember what, you know, the guy came up, you know, the hunchback, and you know, he had a powerful thrust. Yeah. And how he would kill many enemies. You know, he's thrusting, and the king tells him, okay, that's a really good thrust. Okay, now lift your shield. So those are somebody get 2 Timothy 2:15. All right, because if you aren't studied to be approved, if you don't know your precepts, if you don't, you know, when you listening to an elder brother speak, all right, and certain things he says should already be triggering you to go to certain scriptures, all right, and we've had examples from that from the apostles and from the elder bishops for years now. There's no excuse, man. Now you even got, you know, elder brothers in the camps that are setting that same example now, all right, and what are you listening to, bro? Get out of here. All right. And you know, so we got guys that are showing us and setting the example. All right. Did you get those scriptures real quick, Bob?
This is 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to shew thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
There it is, man. You have to be on point with this thing. All right. You know, you just can't say something and then can't elaborate and don't know what you're talking about. Okay. And then secondly, you know, when the guy couldn't lift his shield, he told him, you know, well, your father taught you a great thrust, but he didn't tell you how our families were. All right. Because, you know, every man's shield protected the next man from his thigh to his neck. All right. If I'm thrusting with my right hand, my shield is protecting the brother next to me. Right. So if I'm thrusting incorrectly and my shield is down, that brother's in danger, which puts us all in danger.
That's a breach.
All right. You ever heard that saying, the weakest link in the chain?
Yeah.
You know, or we found the chink in his armor.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's talking about.
Your strongest is your weakest link. That's right, brother.
I got something for you.
Absolutely.
This is First Maccabees chapter 12, verse 20. Arius, king of the Lacedaemonians, to Onias, the high priest, greeting. It is found in writing that the Lacedaemonians and Jews are brethren, and that they are of the stock of Abraham. You know, and now when you look this up, and I'm not sure if it's a GNT or one of those other versions, it says Spartans.
What read the precept? I can get it
It's
for you.
First Maccabees 12, verse 20 and 21.
12 and 21.
And that word Lacedaemonians, which were pretty much the Spartans. You know, in another version it says Spartans. You know, and they were actually Israelites. That's why they wore the beards. You know, and that the phalanx and the armor working as a unit. That's a synergy. You know, the body works in a function all together. Otherwise, it falls apart if there's parts of it that's lacking. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, and the apostle, and that just to expound a little bit, that shield that they carried, it had like a V on it. In Greek, that V was that's an L for Lacedaemonians.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wow.
So they was
Right here, it's right
advertising
there. It's right there.
who they were.
It's right there. Oh shit! I touched
No, well, no, yeah, but not the shields that they're carrying.
it. That still was the Hebrew L.
But
I got the GNT from the
go ahead, brother.
This is the GNT. It was First Maccabees 12:21. We have found a document about the Spartans and the Jews, indicating that we are related and that both of our nations are descended from Abraham.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's another reason why they removed the Apocrypha, all right? Because that would mess up the whole narrative that they got going on with Christianity, which is completely false. You know, I talked about on the line how, a brother sent me an article and I read it, and it boldly said that the Lord stopped dictating mankind's history in between the New Testament and the Old Testament, and that it was dictated by Alexander. All right. So I'm like, well, that's some bull crap, because all the history of Alexander is actually in the Bible. It's in the Apocrypha.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not in the New Testament.
It's in Daniel. It prophesied about it.
Mhm.
Alexander.
That too. But it gives you the whole breakdown of the Grecian Empire.
Yeah.
You know, it gives you, and there, see the shields?
That's it.
That V,
Mm-hmm.
that was actually a L. That's for the Lacedaemonian. In Greek, that's an L.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
So these were the Israelites. And so basically, when you standing on the line, doing this work, brothers gotta pick up and do what they need to do. And not only when you're on the line, when it comes to the support of the camp. All right.
That's right.
If an older brother is telling you to do something, then you need to do it, man. You need to be a support,
Whether you like it,
whether you like it or not. All right. Especially when we're looking at a situation where a brother has put himself out there, inconvenienced himself, all right, and open up his home, and then you get asked to help the brother, but then you got everything else to do after you done ate, drank, and laid around and kicked your boots up on this couch, on this coffee table. After you done what would Rick James or fuck your couch? Right. So we got to we have to support one another.
I got you.
Go ahead, brother.
That's the whole point of a body. If I was looking at something. Oh yeah, it was about ligaments. Your ligaments. It was about the toes. How many ligaments it is in your feet and your toes. And when you think about your body, you don't think about the actual ligaments, which is what is used, like your joints. It's ligaments and tendons that everybody know your elbow. You think about the bone, the joint.
Right.
But you don't think about the actual ligaments that's there to make it work.
That's right.
Which if you tighten that shit up strong enough, you can. If your muscles get too tight, you can snap your ligaments. Mm-hmm. You don't think about that, but that's what the scriptures say. The least common part, we put them on honor roll.
That's right.
That your joints, everybody know your elbow joint, your knee joint.
That's right.
But they don't ever talk about the cushion in your fucking knee joint
Into the
that keep your shit from grinding.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the least common part. You ain't thinking about the damn cushion.
That's right.
All right, so really, I say that for the point of there's no big eyes to be used. Yes, we have men over us, obviously, that's needed. But don't think you have your role is small. It was a brother that didn't want to be on camera, and it was a thing. I realized, I said, you don't want to be on camera. I say, look, without a cameraman, we don't have a video.
Right.
All right, every role is important.
That's right.
And we here to support one. This is 1 Corinthians 12 and 14. For the body is not one member, but many.
That's right.
Like I mentioned, the ligaments, you need that. The hairs in your nose. Esau tell you to go get a trim and scissors, pluck them, whatever. Bro, if you take them damn hairs in your nose, your lungs would be so fucking filthy. It'd be filthy, man.
They say you don't need your appendix. They say you can take out your tonsils. They do all kinds of dumbass.
Yeah.
You shave it, you
Like,
shave it.
there's no function for it. Why don't I put it?
You know, you don't think about, you know, the signals that your brain sends to you just to breathe.
Huh.
All right, we're breathing, but you're not thinking about trying to control your breathing and not until you can't breathe.
I heard a story the other day.
Right.
It was a parable, and it was the body parts saying, well, it was the brain, the heart, and the feet competing to see who's more important. The brain saying, well, without me, of course, everything shut down. Right? I tell the body where to go. The heart says, without me, you don't get blood to do that. The feet say, well, I walk the body everywhere it go. But the butt said, if I shut down, you would die. Or something like that. They didn't listen. So he shut down, and the body, of course, got poisoned and couldn't do nothing.
Right.
That's the least commonly part.
Right.
But look how important it is. If your small intestine shut down, all right, you are fucked.
Right.
But you need every part of the body is the point.
Right.
You need the brain to keep you going, the heart to pump the blood. You need your intestines to get rid of toxins.
Yeah.
Every part is important, and we work in tandem together.
That's
Man.
right. I got something for you. This is I got it.
That's this.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 15. But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even Yahushua, right? Because that's the brains of the operation. It says, from whom the whole body fitly joined together. And somebody could look up the word fitly and maybe join. I don't know if it's going to be together. Fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, maketh increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. So every part is necessary. You know, if one part breaks down, then that puts more strain on another part, and then eventually that part that has a strain taking up the slack for the other part is going to break down. And that's going to cause something else to break down, because then they got to work harder and harder. The other parts of the body got to work harder and harder. You have a few different filters, but if one filter shuts down, then that puts more strain on the other. You know?
I got fitly joined together.
Okay.
And it comes.
It's all together?
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
So I played
Oh, Sunar. I believe that's where you get the word synergy.
synergy.
Yeah.
To join closely together, to frame together
parts
of a building, the members of
Part of the
the
building of
body.
the body of Yahushua.
Yep. It says organized compactly, be fitly framed together.
Yeah, because I think the word analogous is in there. Soon analogous. It might be analogous. Sin is like with, like, you know, when you put something together, like a synergy.
Synergy. That's
There's
why.
many different parts working
Sync.
together for one purpose. You know. So.
Con,
Yeah,
Go ahead.
It's like, yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 18. It says, but now hath the Most High set the members.
Can you start up? That's why I'm saying. Can you start at 16?
Yes, sir. This is 1 Corinthians chapter.
May I say this, Babak Shah? But you see how just off of that one thing, you know, it's something as simple as a shield wall that the elder was going into, how you could just put a whole lesson together just off of something like that.
That's right.
You know, I just wanted to say that's a lot.
Hey, if I may say real quick, because also I'm thinking about ants as well. Because the scriptures talk about ants, how to observe them.
Go to ants.
Yeah, and there's certain ants that create actual walls. Like to get over it, they'll create bridges, you know, and that's, you know,
Yeah, ants have different functions. You got worker ants, and then you actually have ants that were born just to fight off other enemies or defend the queen or whatever. So yeah, so there's like you said, it's still a body. It's a body of ants. Go ahead and finish your scripture, brother.
Was you reading?
No,
Well, this is Galatians 6, in verse 2. It says, "Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of a Mashiach." You know, so, you know, we in this truth, you know, You know, we supposed to all take loss for one another. At a certain point, whereas at a certain point in this walk, you have to put your own things aside for the next man.
Even if you don't want to do
Even
it.
if you don't, even if you hey, well, I said that I was gonna do this. If it can be pushed back for a brother, then push it back, man.
Yeah.
Help the brother, man.
Lord will take care of you.
That's
He
it,
can pay you, you know,
Better
better.
than
You
that
know,
brother
you
can.
know. We know the scripture said, because it's not, you know, Jake, you know, you shouldn't have ulterior motives doing something for a brother, man. You know, sometimes, you know, just do it, man. Help the brother out, you know. Hey, and because guess what? Hey, the scriptures say, judge not lest you be judged, and the greater condemnation come on you. Yet it's talking about, you know, basically looking at what a brother doing and, you know, being a hypocrite, but at the same token, you'll want somebody to help you out when you fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you down and out, if you need a helping hand, you'll want somebody to help you out. You know, that's what.
You know, brother, I've seen you do that. I've seen you, Arala, go and help fix brothers' cars, pops. You know?
Shit, he helped me out today.
You know?
I try to give him a couple of dollars, you know, just to help him out. Because the brother saved me a whole lot of money. I didn't even have to go to the gym to go save no time. He told me the same thing earlier. He said, brother, you know, he said the Lord will pay me more than anybody else could. You know?
Yeah,
You always say-
Arala's
you always
worked
say
with me on many of things.
Me too.
All right? But yeah, go ahead and get your scriptures.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna switch it up and
Yes,
go
sir.
on Babylon.
Let's go.
All right. Back in First, you got it, Benji. 1 Corinthians 12 and 16. And if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I am not of the body. Is it therefore not of the body?
Right. You know, the body can't decide, well, because I'm not this part, I'm not this ligament, I'm not this bone, or whatever the case may be, I'm not part of the body no more. That's crazy. Every part serves a purpose.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, look, your biggest muscles, you know, of course, your glute, your butt, and your back. All right. So this gets a lot of glory. But if your motherfucking back itch, you need your hand to scratch it. And to scratch your back, you need your rotator cuff to fucking rotate. Nobody talking about your rotator cuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You need that so you can reach back there.
Someone who's had rotators for many years. Yeah.
When you blow one of them,
Rotator, man, and I ain't your back muscle now.
Right.
We need your action.
Well, like the apostle always say, you know, we work in the synergy, and the thing is, you know, the church, the body of Yahweh Shai, same thing as a body that need every single member, and all is important, because if I don't have one thing, well, then I'm not whole.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing, to be whole. So then I need what every member that the Most High called to be a member, and giving them their specific offices and functions. Well, we need it all to be whole, you know? And so going back to the wall, you know, it can't be no schisms. There can't be no gap there. You know what I'm saying? So we need everybody working at his, you know, maximum office to produce, you know, for the body. But going back to 1 Corinthians 12 and 17 now, if the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing?
Right, how would you hear it? If it was just eyeballs, how would you hear it? Well, that's plain shit. You got it.
If the whole were the hearing, where were the smelling? But now have the Most High set the members, every one of them, in the body, as it hath pleased him.
You know, it says several ability. The Lord gave every brother their role.
That's it.
All right, and we need each other, man.
Exactly.
We need each other. I was talking. I forgot I was talking the other day, but through the Spirit, you know, something revealed to me, man. Whatever it is that you going through, or a situation around, you got to be no trouble. But something is happening in your life, and you ain't experienced with it. There's a brother
That's right.
that you can talk to that has either went through the situation, or looked into it,
That's right.
or observed it. They can surely help you with it. You know, that's part of being in the body. We all, whatever we lack, we got somebody else there that's not lacking in that area.
Right.
We help each other out.
Oh, can I chime in? And age doesn't matter, because I've had a situation where I've had something happen to me, and I called Matt to get the understanding on it. Okay, so that doesn't matter. It just matters as far as the body and knowing who's got what, and reaching out to that brother and doing that.
Yeah, well, because it says every one of them in the body as it has pleased him, pleased the Most High. And he is the one that doles out the abilities, the talents, the pounds. And it talks about to whom much is given, much is required. You know, and the greater thou art, the more humble thyself.
That's right. You cannot say this, Yah.
Absolutely.
You got to understand too, and this shield wall, this is the wall of Yahushua. These are the stones that Yahushua is building. Right. So whatever you are in that wall, man, that the Lord is building, be thankful that you're there. Right. You know, so you wanna let your stone wanna just roll away and not be a part of the wall. That's on you, man. That's on you, because that's the reason why Babylon is falling, because they're not in synergy. Yeah. All right, Babylon is eating itself. They're completely divided on multiple fronts, man. And these Edomites are completely divided and panicking. All right, they really are. And it's truth. We're doing major damage with this work we're doing, because what we're doing, the vibration is left the men of the Lord, and that vibration of exposing Esau is on all the heathen, even on other Edomites. All right, more and more information is coming out. You know. About I mean, just so much stuff is coming out. All right, if you could read that, Baba Bishop, brother.
This is Matthew. No, I'm sorry. No, this is Mark 3 and 23. And the scribes which came down from Jerusalem said, he had Beelzebub, and by the prince of the devils casteth he out devils. They're speaking about this in Yahushua. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? Right. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, the kingdom cannot stand. True. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but he have an end.
If I may say, and the funny thing about it is, Esau has been divided since Alexander died.
God, I just said that in the lesson that I did the other day. All right, their rulership started with division. Yeah. So why is it so strange that's what's going now? Because all of a sudden those same spirits are here now. Yeah. All right.
Hey, can read that next verse,
Yep. Verse 27. 27, excuse me. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his goods.
Right. So
spoil his house.
So Esau being divided is the Lord proverbially tying them up when he robbed their ass.
Yep.
So we saying this division increase. Hey, the left and the right is so at each other head right fucking now. On Twitter, that's all you see. Mm-hmm. They pissed. The right is pissed about the migrants coming in. Yep. All right, they pissed about they showing San Francisco. They about to cut budgets again in San Fran. They pissed about that. Top of the list was the police. They just divide on every level, man.
And it's amazing. It's wonderful for us to see it, because we've been reading about this and prophesying about it, and now it's happening. I want to read this letter from Steve Kirsch, and I got to read it very carefully because what's in it. This was so I'm gonna read some of it, and it's kind of skipping. You know, those that know will be able to put it together. But it says breaking, and this is from Steve Kirsch, and it says you can now sue something for the
that right.
for the C thing, and it says manufacturers for the damages, and the FDA is because they'll, even though this is public information, you know how they'll do us.
Yeah, right.
But it says, and the FDA is required to take, those certain things, the C thing, off the market.
Oops.
Why? Adulteration. It says the plasmid bioactive contaminant sequences were not pointed out to the
regulatory authorities, it's considered adulteration. I just got off the phone with Professor Byron Bridle and Dr. Robert Malone on this. All right. And then it goes on to say, and it says, I just got off the phone with attorney Warner Mendenhall. He confirmed I wrote what I wrote below is true, and litigation floodgates are now open. So you get ready to see a lot of lawsuits of the people who got damaged from this stuff that they've been trying to cover up. Top doctors warn fully, you know what, people now have permanent heart damage. So now the floodgates of litigation is coming out, just like the floodgates of litigation is coming out against Title 4D. Right? It's because all the evidence is of this illegitimacy of an illegitimate system is showing itself forth, and so that's affecting America. America is broken financially, it's broken spiritually, it's broken morally. All right, and it's completely turned upside down and out of order.
That's why that's one of the main reasons these Americans are pissed off, because as broke as these motherfuckers are, they still got billions to send to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Billions
I saw that.
Israel. All right, they still over there protecting Taiwan. And that's and the common denominator is they got personal interest over there. Starting with Taiwan, they got them super microchips.
And the citizens are now starting to realize that they don't matter. They're just cogs. They're just cogs in a machine. And when your cog break down, they send in the guy. They pull that one out and they throw another one in. The way that America sees its citizens is that every one of them is irreplaceable and sacrificable. Your sacrifice will be greatly remembered.
Right.
Thank you for your service.
Exactly.
Collateral behind it.
As they leave you behind to die because they don't want to, they can't, they don't want you to know that they were there.
They use you.
So exactly. So these people, they're just being caught up in every way, and another one of those things that's created this discourse and this problem in this society is the elevation of women over men in the workplace and in places of in decision making, in places of power. All right, it's bringing a lot of division and a lot of controversy. My woman works for payroll for the fire department, and they work right there with the police. They're at the fireman police headquarters, so they're all right there together. And everybody complains, and there's a whole lot of women in there, and that's where all the dramas come from. All right? A lot of women said, we liked it better when we had all male men at the top. Because when it was men at the top, everything ran smoothly. Now with all these women, there's all this fighting and bickering and all this other shit that's going on. All right? So, look, women aren't meant, the scriptures clearly say that a woman is not supposed to be in a position, somebody can grab it, of authority where she can usurp the authority over a man.
That's right. And that's that wicked vibration that's going through the planet today on these boss bitches.
In the West, it's not just America. It's this whole, because it's the same shit going on in London.
That's right.
All right.
That Western mentality of boss bitch. Why do you think they got the passport bros going over to get some submissive wife? There's a video I saw on the gram or one of them damn things where they had the one bitch getting married to Jake, and they say they're doing the vows for rich report. Yeah, and then when they got to the rich report, she hesitated and everybody laughed. And then they wouldn't fine with that. But then it got to the point about you promised to obey, and she's chuckling with her. And then he said, so you want to go with that, or you want to keep moving forward? Let's just move forward.
Yeah. and then her husband said we did talk about that. So the pastor, he said we did talk about that. And she was like,
we can move forward.
Well, yeah, weak ass nigga. He should have got rid of that.
Right there.
Right there. He could have been so boss right there just to take that shit off and then dip. And then it flipped right to Jake dealing with some foreign women, and they'll say, "I'll be submissive to you. I'll obey you. I'll do everything that you want to."
That was in West Africa.
Right. To show you the dichotomy.
Yeah, she got on her knees, right?
She was on her knees, right?
She was
doing her vows on her knees.
There's certain parts of Africa right now where there's so many women outnumbering men that they're damn near ready to put it in law. it's it's also a place I believe in China.
It's in China too.
Yeah, they like nah, it's
The
too many.
leftover women. They
too
call
many
them
fucking
leftover
women.
women.
And they said that
Yeah,
every
don't
man
get
has
one.
at least 3-4 women because there's too many women. You know what I'm saying? And then
I
out
wonder
there
why.
they don't have
The brother in Orlando did a lesson a couple weeks ago, and he broke down the dichotomy of women. It's 7 to 1 is an old number. It's actually 14 now, so it's double. So on average, women outnumber men in this world. This is roughly 8 million people.
Right.
So they say, and women literally outnumber men 14 to 1. So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
That if one man was with one woman, you got 13 women per million men that's just supposed to be alone their whole life and never have a man.
And that shows you the selfishness of women. Yeah, I gotta have you all for myself. And then fuck you, bitch.
Hey,
That's,
And I tell you what, we
That's
don't
Esau.
want. We don't want a woman with a damn butt plug turning flips and putting herself all over the damn internet, man. And there's just video after video like that. It's not just one. It's they're just coming in. It's like a trend now. All right, it's like a damn trend.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to.
And the Jake follows the damn Edomite woman.
You was about to say something about
No, I was gonna say that when brothers talk about that boss bitch spirit, really that boss bitch spirit is just here in America.
Oh shit.
That's
That's
why the
it.
majority of American women are gonna be put to death.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
especially the tribes. You know,
Hey, what's the guy named? It's a comedian. He really don't deal with man. He be cussing their ass out. But they starting to come out. He said if every man had three wives, would nobody be Corey.
Corey.
Yeah.
I believe Corey be watching our videos.
Hell yeah. He be scoffing though. He be scoffing against the truth, but he do what?
God. I mean, you gotta look. All of them do because they really sound like us. When they come out.
They pick and choose.
Right.
So the knowledge is coming out, and then even when you go on social media, it's a lot of women, that's lonely, man. They in their 30s, getting late 30s and 40s, and you see
It ain't
little
happening for you.
comments. They like, well, shit.
It ain't happening for you.
A lot of it's their own reason too, and a lot of them would sit up and tell you over and over again how I watch these different interviews, and the woman would talk about how her ex-husband or her boyfriend was the greatest guy, and he was a good father, and he was good to me, he was kind and all that.
But yet you left them.
But yeah, and then they'll
Why
say,
you didn't spend too much time with me?
and then they'll ask them why. Well, then why did you break up with him or leave him? And they just have this like dumbfounded look on them. But you wanted to chase them like you might say Chad and Tyrone.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you probably got to.
and that goes through this too much liberty that these women have received.
Right.
You know, I got a precept and that brother, where is he? He's in he
got something too.
Okay.
I got the precept.
This is Ecclesiastes 26:10. It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
As rampant run the streets, that's why the Lord says, giving out women liberty to gather abroad. Right now, you got women. I mean, Deuteronomy says they would not for the delicacy set their soles and their feet upon the ground. Now you can't keep them in. They always gotta be doing something. Always gotta go somewhere. And the sad part about it is they can have the man at the crib, and they gonna go out and doll themselves up with the big ass back frame, the feather, the fans on their eyes, the goddamn pencil drawn, goddamn it eyebrows, with them goddamn Edward Scissorhand fingernails and shit. Why you doing all that shit? And I'm at the crib.
Busy
The fuck you doing? Busybody.
The scripture says busybodies going from house to house, gossiping. That's the nigga woman, man. She body in her house, man.
Yeah.
She running the streets, man.
Yeah, when she's at home with you, she got a rag on her head.
The bondage.
That ugly ass, ghetto ass bonnet. No make. You can't see the shape of her body. But as soon as she ready to go out, all the lipstick and the makeup, hair, smelling good. Like that. What was all that?
She'll get up in the morning and get dressed to look good for her work husband or her boss at the job and whatnot, and come home to you with a fucking attitude. She talk nice all day to him.
Don't fix you but to eat.
But want to come home and just cut your head off.
They want to be nasty with you. You trying to compliment, they're trying to get nasty with
Yeah.
you. I used to say all the time. And that's why the majority of these women are gonna die.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
That's right.
This is not something that's far off. We're going to get your scripture.
It's on Jeremiah 32, 31 and 22. How long shalt thou go backsliding daughter, for the Yahweh had created a new thing in earth, a woman shall compass a man.
That's right. And right now they have been exalted by Esau, Edom, and now they boss bitches.
And these niggas, man.
And they promoted these
And
movies.
niggas, and niggas too. Because now these simp ass niggas are sitting up there just doing whatever. Because one of my friends was
happy life.
right. Because they have no balls, man. They got to emasculate.
But even these so-called what you got your thug niggas, a lot of these niggas promote. They tell a woman, basically, you don't need him. I'll help you out. And
Right.
They make it seem like they the better package, and really you need to mind your fucking business. I deal with my bitches, my business. You know, like the scripture say, middle nine and another man's matter, the affairs. You know, this is my woman. If I want to, goddamn it, my pair of shoes, I don't want to wear these shoes.
Well, it's
today.
not
I
only
don't
that,
fucking
she's
wear my
entertaining
shoes.
them.
Right.
That's
the
the
problem.
The problem
That's
is
the
that
main
she's
problem.
entertaining them. She's letting them talk and getting her ear. She's actually communicating with a guy like that. So, hey, Chris Brown told you, man. So
It's just your turn.
Yeah, exactly. And I've been telling brothers that for quite some time now. You really need to embrace that. It's just your turn. Enjoy your turn, man. All right, because your turn could be over
Any second.
all right. I mean, I was explaining to the brothers. I saw a clip. I wish I could find it. Remember it was, but it was a doctor who's one of the therapists,
Right.
one of these group therapists, and she's a relationship therapist.
Okay.
And as of lately, she's she's been seeing a lot of alphabet women.
Right.
And she found and she said that I'm really beginning to believe that women are just evil.
I think they took it down.
They took
I
it
said,
down.
I looked all yesterday.
And you couldn't find
I've
it.
been looking and I had it
Maybe
in my
that's why I
records.
couldn't find
I
it.
had it in all I put it in my save files. I can't find it because I think that was because
Yeah,
she said,
they didn't
women
want
are
a doctor to say it, and a woman too. But she said, I'm really beginning to think that women are just evil because what's happening is that these women are making the same complaints that they will make it with men.
With lesbians.
With
Yeah,
lesbians.
themselves.
They said, but I thought men were the problem, and now you got the same issues going on. All right. And I was like, what the hell? And she said that and the two number one issues that she was having with them was infidelity, cheating, and domestic abuse.
Right.
So they going to get with women and still getting their ass beat, and they going to get with women, and this bitch is taking a dildo from somebody else or doing the scissors with another bro instead of with you. So you'd have just been better off staying with your man and your child.
And the highest domestic abuse rate comes from them.
So that's what, and then she said it was like 75% divorce rate between lesbians.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How the hell you got divorce rate between lesbians? Right.
The happiest people in the world.
She completes me better than a man can.
Well, it's impossible. The Lord gave the commandment in Genesis.
That's it.
The Lord gave the commandment in Genesis that your desires be to your husband, and he shall rule over you. You're never gonna feel that hole inside of you, woman, until you realize when you're gonna be satisfied and submit to your husband and him ruling your ass. When the bitch that divorced Tyrese just did an interview talking about how she regretted, and she listened to all her single friends, and then somebody put a quote. I think it's from Sopranos. Single women make more single women. She's miserable now. So it's that simple. You belong to that man. His spirit is in you. You're never gonna get peace once you leave. Usually, man.
Right, and if not, you for the streets.
And like they want that relationship with other women, that mole lifestyle, right? But they still have to be penetrated.
No doubt.
If you're going to be with another woman, then be with that woman. Right? Why do you still have to have something to go up in
There you
your
go.
vagina?
And
You know what I mean?
you got two women together. You basically got two emotional wrecks together, which is a fucking recipe for disaster.
Yep.
And it's also scientifically, well, science say this shit, but then basically when a man puts semen in a woman, that helps regulate her cortisol levels, so it keeps her calm.
Yeah, you're right. I saw a study
that said something right along the similar lines. A woman's body is actually designed to receive semen, not multiple semen.
Right.
All right. That's same because your body is designed to it. And actually, when she's receiving semen, it actually regulates different functions in her body. So just like a man is meant to give his semen, a woman's body is designed to receive it. So when she's not getting it, shit goes out of order.
That's why they calm down when you get done dealing with them. They get that
cool it off.
DNA, yeah.
So that's why Scripture says the Lord created the earth that all things may have their being. See, when anything in creation is knocked out of its natural order, it basically it's depressed. It wants to die. Look at animals in the cage, man. They're outside of their element, man. Anything that cannot do what it's meant to do is gonna be depressed, man.
Yeah, that's why a lot of these women are miserable and not fulfilled, because not only do they have a man, but they don't have nobody that's for. They're not in the role of a woman. They're not cooking. If a woman cooked a good meal and she saw everybody sat down and ate the meal and enjoyed it, then she feels
that
like
gets satisfaction. They get her satisfaction.
But the thing is, they don't have other women. You can't have another wife to compete with the bitch. So she competing with you all the time. When you're supposed to have multiple wives for her to compete with for your attention.
Can I get this Romans real quick? This goes into it. It goes into the characteristics of these modes. But I want to start at verse 25. So this Romans 1:25. Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change their natural use into that which is against nature.
And then you go into the wisdom of Solomon, and it tells you about how it was a difference in marriages. And that's what you see today.
That's why the Scripture says, surely you're turning your things upside down. You shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. The whole world's looking at this like, what is this? What is this sheet?
And who's the problem? Who's the culprit?
Esau.
Edom.
Yeah.
All right.
I got one. This is Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. And that's why they're walking in darkness, because they're not walking in the proper light.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the Most High God has a divine God-given nature for all things. Esau, Edom flips it upside down.
Right.
And when it's flipped upside down, it's a living hell.
Yeah, right.
When it's going according to the natural divine nature of Yahweh and Yahushua, now we're talking about a paradise. You see?
That's right.
But are we living now in a paradise or a living hell?
Hell.
We live in hell because the foundations of the earth are out of course.
And that's why Scripture.
Scripture speaks about. I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say, brother, it just reminds me of a conversation that I was having. We were talking about that old house track, "Single Girl," and I actually found the lyrics. When I was complaining about that song, we were listening to it. I'm saying this song wicked as fuck.
Exactly.
All right, and just real quick because it's. It was there and then it wasn't there. Esau. There it is. All right, but it says, this is how the song starts. It says, "Hey girl, wait, where you going? Girl, I gotta go home. You know I got a man at home waiting for me." Then a friend says, "Just when everything is really just beginning to really move and groove, you gonna go up and leave?" She said, "You know I got a 1 o'clock curfew. I'm not single like you. I'll call you tomorrow, okay? Okay, I'll see you later, girl." Then she goes into this song. "I know you're smiling, hypnotized by your eyes. I fell in love with you and all of your lies. My heart was broken, so I had to set it free. I had to share. The married life is not for me. And I'm working 9 to 5. Got to get myself together. Got to come alive, romancing, dancing to the early morning light. Because you're single, you can party all night." And that's the main lyrics of the song. Oh, So she's dead while she living, brother. And so that mindset is where you get your my pussy pink, my booty hole brown. That's where you get that mindset from.
That's why they find beef in hotel rooms.
Yeah, and that's why like you got these women making these videos talking about how they're tired of being strong.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because they wanted their leadership role, the leadership position, but they didn't want the responsibility for whatever that come with it.
That would be my oldest sister. And her children are a mess, man. All but my nephew, who probably watching right now. All right, but her daughters.
And what they say the black woman is the most unprotected woman on earth. Bitch, you don't want to be black. A single black woman is strong.
Exactly.
Strong black woman.
Because my older sister, man, she's forgetting that I was like what 13, 14, when she married my my nephews, my niece when she married their father, man, because they were little. They were like first babies in my life. I was like 13, 14, I became an uncle. So I used to babysit them a lot and keep them a lot. And she lived just a couple blocks from us. So I would go over there, and I remember going over there once, and it was a whole other dude at the house. The guy that I knew.
Shit.
We went to church. We was all in those wicked churches, in that damn Jehovah Wickedness church.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, you got 2 children. Why are you doing this? And so we had this long she knew it kind of, I was pissed off. And and it's funny because I think back, our relationship ain't never really been the same since.
Wow.
All right. Yep. But she didn't want to be, and he worked for the city, he was a carpenter, he was making good money. And just like my father, he wanted to rule over his household, and she didn't want to be ruled over. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, my mom was saying.
So it is, and that's what it comes down to. And then, and I ain't even want to begin to talk about her daughters, my nieces. Man.
And this is a product of the fucking West.
Yes. Yes.
This shit don't go on over in the Eastern Hemisphere.
They got order over there.
And that's why the nations want to fuck Esau up. Because they're trying to bring that women's lib shit over there.
Yeah, Uganda said they didn't want
Arab Spring.
I said Uganda said they don't want that shit over there.
Yeah, because remember what happened with Vashti?
She
called
ignored. Somebody grabbed that.
And then she, when she came and she didn't come to him, right? What happened? Everybody got wind of that shit. And then what happened? The king's counselors came to him and said, "King, what you gonna do about this situation?"
That's it.
Because if these women over here find out about this and nothing happens, they're gonna be emboldened to do the same shit. That's right. So the king had to do something about this. Okay, bring it up, bro.
This is Esther 1:12. But the queen Vashti refused. I'm gonna get straight to the point. But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's command by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him. Yep. And in this day and age, a woman just not come when you call her. That's really a life thing. It's fucked up. I'm not saying it ain't. What I'm saying is these bitches so far gone. This is the least a woman can do this day and age, right? But this is a big deal. Yep. Let's jump out.
And this was a king.
All right, so I'm gonna jump down to verse 15. He was angry, just like with King David. This is a side point. All right, these niggas are simp these days. You give these bitches too much fucking rope. Yeah. King David put his woman aside, but simply called him a regular man. He said, "You out here doing this like a common man." Right. He said, "I'm gonna get honor amongst these women, and I'm not gonna do nothing with you." He didn't pipe her no more, for simply calling him a regular nigga. Right. That was enough for him to put her to the side. So these Jake,
but see, but the problem is this, man. There's nobody there to check them. Right. And then when you try to check him, if you be a real man, what happens when you get arrested? So they encourage that shit. They nourish that shit. They entertain that shit. And then when the shit backfires on them, now they want to be, I'm tired of being strong. I need a man. But when you had the opportunity, you was laying down with all these different dudes. Now that you ain't worth shit, now you want a real man? You had plenty.
It's something my grandmama used to say, and this shit applies when you're dealing with these women. Brothers, she gonna need you before you need her.
That's right.
All right?
That's it. Cause you the prize. You the prize anyway, man.
That's 100%.
They're not the prize. You're the prize, man.
Right. And when you actually, the scriptures say, give not over thy strength to women, nor thy way will destroy kings. And you actually stand on your shit, and you be a man, a bitch actually humble down, or she gonna kick rocks.
She won't.
Or she won't.
One or two things gonna happen. In fact, they both gonna happen. You're gonna have some time to focus on what you need to do, and you're gonna get another one.
Exactly.
It's plenty.
At this point,
Hey, I tell them all the time, they're losing. They're losing. You look at the numbers, you look at the statistics, you look at the ratio. Now I really want to find the one that you said the mother did with 14 to 1, because I saw one earlier, and and the number. I know the number. We already know off the scriptures is high as hell, especially when counting homosexuality among men.
That was recent as like I said, that video is probably about 3 weeks old now. But he broke down Esau's statistics. This is the numbers that he was getting. He showed it from Esau.
Right.
And basically, that was pretty much the number worldwide. That women outnumber men about 14 to 1 at this point.
So they losing.
Yeah.
Women are losing. You
got
I'm
hot because
See, I had to take my coat off.
because I'm petty, so I still hit up my own bitches to see what's going on with them, so they can tell me all they bullshit they going through. You know what I tell them? I say, it's because you let these bitches going through this shit. I let them know. Then the one bitch, just like last 2 weeks ago, she tells me, I'm actually doing fine. Then we talked a week later, she said she tried to move to a whole other state, because this and that. But I thought you said you was doing fake, trying to say that bullshit. I'm petty as hell. It's back in Esther 1 and 13. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law, because she has not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chambers? And Amilcar answered for the king and princes, Vashti the queen have not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes and to all the people that are in all the province of King Ahasuerus. So this shit's supposed to come down from up top, right? All right, because when you promote, it's just the law. Right? You get your daughter over the whoredoms, the land shall fall into wickedness. Right. So you allow one woman to do her wickedness,
Get away with it.
yeah, then they all take that liberty, man.
Now you know that there was a report that about every empire at the end of their 250 approximate year reign, one of the things that happens is the gender lines and the femininity,
promiscuity of women.
Hypersexuality.
Hypersexuality is always the last part of a kingdom falling, because all the gender roles change, and then next thing you know, men are not being men, women are being men, and women.
The weak is over the strong.
There you go.
You see, like all the foundations of the earth lie, of course. So even the woman is over the man, the weak over the strong. They get to usurp authority over man and have all these high positions of authority, all right, when it's not based on logic and the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but their emotions.
Right. You're right, brother. You know how many times I see like female police officers like 4'11",
Oh my God,
5'1", you know, about 103 pounds. It was like, what if they can't do nothing but shoot somebody in the back, just fleeing, or just get snatched up, get everything on them, taken from them, and now somebody is armed. They should be armed.
I was just training a police officer in the gym, and she couldn't even really keep up with me.
She was
Of course she can't.
She wasn't even, like, what I'm saying is she couldn't even chase nobody.
Yeah.
Like, she was so weak, man.
So what that really means, she couldn't run from somebody.
No.
Exactly.
She gonna be a victim.
Hey, yo, did you see that clip of that one lady police officer? All police was on the street. This nigga walked up to the female police officer. Bing, just stuck her ass real quick. The bitch just took off running, bruh. Like, bruh, the rest of the police was just scrambling and shit. Like, bruh, he just literally walked up to the bitch and decked her ass, man.
And she just ran and they scattered.
Brother, not when the police was scrambling, I guess they were probably trying to catch dude. But she just took off, like she just out of there, like.
So if they needed her,
right?
She ain't there. She gone.
She reevaluated her life after that.
Absolutely.
That ain't the job for you, man. Don't answer the phone.
That's it. 911 operator.
They're supposed to be
Stop
help
messing with
meet.
these people.
They're supposed to meet the requirements. That's the 1 and 17. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, for they shall despise their husband in their eyes when it shall be reported.
Yeah.
The king of Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen, thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him. Let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before King Ahasuerus, cut that bitch off. Let the king give her royalist letter to another that is better than she.
And see, so if I may, and what these women, these boss bitches don't forget is that real men, when we see and know that the bitch is not, like the scripture says, will not go the way you would have her to go, kick rocks, bitch. Because bitches, you losing. They're so, I mean, we go outside, you see bitch every day. And guess what? They be going, smiling. God, y'all need us. We don't need any individual one of you.
They don't even realize at this point, what's funny is they in denial. They depressed. They know they fucked up, but because they can do what they want,
They
they
still
can follow
holding
their
on.
flesh and do whatever. They feel like they win, even though bitch, you, most of these bitches are on prescribed medication.
Yeah.
That's the part they don't. That's not out there. A lot, and I'm talking about black women, across the West, period. But I'm talking about black women because that's new.
Right.
You know, black people aren't really on prescribed medication.
Antidepressants.
But these black bitches are on all that shit, man. They fucked up. And they got the shit for schizo. These black bitches don't schizophrenia. And they on antidepressants, man. All right? They got fucking losers. They don't even realize it.
That's right.
This is back in. Let me finish this. So then y'all can. And when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all this empire, for it is great. All the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small. So that Kevin Samuels high value man shit is bullshit. It says to great and small. What makes a high value man for one is a man of the Lord. All right, that's real value. All right, but all that, well, this only this type of man deserves this from his woman. That's bullshit. It says to the great and small. A woman is to honor her man. Hey, a so-called sister that even got a non-believer husband, she's supposed to honor him. Right. So IUIC, you going off.
That's right. That's right.
Because he don't believe. No, that ain't what the scriptures say.
That's right.
But, you know, a great point to this, bro, we just read.
Because they just want another woman to come to their congregation so they can get more money.
Yeah.
That's what they all about.
Silly
They all
women,
about
they
that
really
dollar.
You know what's great about this scripture? And Apostle Ramos said this throughout this lesson is, this is a heathen king here.
Exactly.
All right, this is a heathen king. See, Esau came and changed the whole fucking game up. That's why when you're dealing with women and Valentine's Day and all this shit is called being romantic. This is a Roman way. This is a Roman mindset. This shit is fucking folly, man.
That's right.
And this spirit, unfortunately, is spread across the globe, man. Well, it's prophecy, unfortunately, because it's prophecy. But unfortunately for the people, this is the Western mindset that's hit the globe. We had the bitch that climbed the light pole. I believe it was Iran. The bitch climbed the light pole and was twerking.
Yeah, Iran with a big old butt too. Slapping it. And yeah, something you would never see in Iran. And you have the other women and the people cheering her on.
And you gotta remember that those same kings are back here getting the reincarnation.
That's right.
As the rulers. You know, they still have that same spirit.
That's right.
You know?
And that straight disdain for that whoredom, man.
Yeah.
And what did she learn that from? She was watching American Western media. All right? But before you bring those out, play that short clip of this woman.
Oh yeah, you got heathen women in Japan and China twerking and shit. I saw a Chinese bitch throwing that thing. Damn.
That shit is wicked, man.
I had to claim I was really doing deep down.
That's right.
Hey, a lot of these guys are asking now, what do you bring to the table?
Have lesbian statistics?
Yep.
Lesbian divorce statistics that look like that? The girls are kind of telling on themselves. I could not resist, so I had to look it up. From the Office of National Statistics, from a 2019 study, in ever-increasing numbers, we are now at a lesbian divorce rate of 72%. So the top 4 reasons that they are reporting getting divorced is feeling ignored, inequality in the partnership, adultery, and domestic violence. Personally, I feel like this lends some weight to men's arguments and complaints about how women are behaving in relationships. Because when you have lesbian divorce statistics that look like that, the girls are kind of telling on themselves.
So
It is.
the Office of National Statistics, they collected all that marriage data in the UK. So that's not here in America, but that is the UK, which is the Western mindset still.
Right. So it's probably even higher here.
It was higher here.
And it's
Especially
much higher
domestic
here.
violence. Especially.
And that was the Edomite woman reporting that. Because who was the one that passed that, same-sex marriage?
The
Esau.
Edomite
Esau.
woman.
Yeah, because it wasn't in Persia that went down,
Mhm.
It wasn't in the Arab world. It wasn't among the Hamites.
Yeah.
It was here in America,
And
And
was
that thing
also-
spread. And that's that cup, of the whore's, the cup of her fornication.
What's that
She's
saying?
passing around.
What's that saying in from Rome? It's Solipsism, but the saying is all roads lead to Rome.
Oh, yeah.
The same thing with Babylon.
Right.
And what they believe that everything started and ended with Rome. So that became righteousness, all manner of wickedness, debauchery.
Right.
What we're talking about now all came from Rome.
Yeah.
So it's all coming from the Neo-Rome.
Yeah, and it's fitting that all things started and end with Rome, and it's ending with Rome being America.
2.0.
Yeah, and they're pushing, like you said, they're pushing that same lifestyle around the world.
Right, it's just like when the four generals after Alexander said evils
Multiply
greatly
multiply.
evil on the earth.
Yeah.
So if you go to Exodus and it says, look at what one grain of evil seed, and now look, we're at the end. It's propagated.
This shit crazy.
You talk about madness upon madness upon madness upon wickedness, vexing righteous lot soul from day to day.
And Esau just throwing shit out there. And motherfuckers believe anything. But another thing, it was an Edomite bitch who went undercover as a man. And she got real depressed.
Nora Benson.
Nora Benson. She wrote a letter. She wrote a letter before she killed herself.
Right.
And she basically was like, man, men undergo a lot more stress than I knew. And she was so depressed, she couldn't take it, and she offed herself.
Yeah.
Because hey, you women, man, you don't understand what it is to be a man. We deal with shit you wouldn't even believe.
They don't have that strength.
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
They don't have that strength, so they not built to stand up there and deal with that.
Bro, mentally, even mentally, if a man get with another woman, you wouldn't even know the man got another woman unless you went through his phone.
Right.
He'd be fucking acting the same, going through his day the same, treating you the same, showing you the same attention. You wouldn't even fucking know. Fucking you better. You know what I'm saying? Let me finish, dog. So, but when a woman is get another man, her whole thing changes.
Change up.
That's vibrationism.
He knows.
More than likely, these women nowadays is on birth control, so which promotes adultery.
Right.
So she could basically sweep her bullshit under the rug. You know, you see videos all on fucking YouTube of these damn women saying, "Oh, I fucked this many men. He came to me, and I went home to my husband, and he ate it out of me." You know, shit is madness. But yeah, the shit is mugged out.
That's
It's America.
This shit off.
Yeah, this shit. But yeah, but if the law was going forth, hey, they wouldn't be doing this shit in Africa. They wouldn't be doing this shit in the Middle East.
Well, we've seen how
in certain parts.
We've seen how people South America and in Brazil and places like that handle and in Mexico handle women that do adultery.
They roll their heads up. Oh, I remember that story. You told me.
I seen a public stoning at the police station in Iraq. They stoned a woman right there in front of a whole crowd because for adultery. They dug her in. They kicked her in the hole. They had a hand shackled to her ankles, and they packed her in the hole up to her waist so she couldn't even fall over. So the rocks was just hitting her ass. She died like this. She died. She couldn't even lay down when she
KO.
It was a wicked ass video circling on the internet with this woman and her man, and she's pregnant by the brother. And then she called and said, he called his brother. He said, "Are you serious? You did this wrong?" He said, "So she for the streets, and I don't want the baby either." Like, for real. And her ass said she gonna keep it. Man, that bitch gonna be destroyed.
She broke up a family.
Yeah.
And she gonna get child support from him too. So it don't matter, if she gonna take him to court.
That's beyond wicked, man.
I believe it's a scripture. I don't know if it's in Second Esdras, which talks about secondly she had brought in the air by another.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah,
24,
witness against it.
20. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Right?
Yeah,
Sirach.
you know, because you know when you sin, it's like throwing stones at a glass house. You know, you commit multiple offenses in one deal. These women really don't understand that. That's why they're not going to understand the indignation. First of all, they don't understand the vitriol that they're getting worldwide. They don't understand why, because Esau done told them everything that they do is okay. But they're getting this vitriol from worldwide, and people are seeing the nigga women get chased in Turkey. She can't go to fucking certain places to, you know what I'm saying? Because people are looking at this bitch for the problem that she is. But it really is the indignation of the Lord is on your ass. And you don't even understand that shit. You know?
I'm like the one with the Egypt. They said, well, everybody following me and this and that. They cursing out.
Yeah, man. And pretty soon it's gonna be just like that scene I like to talk about in Scary Movie. You had the nigga woman in the
movie theater.
Yeah, in the movie theater. She was all loud and shit, and everybody fucking. The movie was called Stab. Right. And the bitch was in the movie theater loud as hell, and everybody stabbed her. Like it was Jewish guys stabbing them, motherfucking Chinese niggas wanted a piece of.
This is for Big Mama's house.
Funny thing is, they was picking in the what is that? In the screen, and that screen, and now you see all of that right.
It
now.
was Jada Pinkett too.
Picking in the original.
All right, this is that scripture you quoted. This is Sirach 23 and 20 and 22. Thus it shall go also with the wife that leaveth her husband and bringeth in the heir by another. So first she have disobeyed the law of the Most High. Secondly, she have trespassed against her own husband. Thirdly, she have played the whore in adultery and brought in children by another man. She shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children. Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall not bring forth fruit. So it ain't those women those children are to be cut off. They ain't supposed to be paid for and all that other mess. None of that's supposed to happen. As a matter of fact, she's supposed to be put in that hole with her hands shackled to her feet and the rocks. That's what the scripture said. It said they shall not take root. That means they're not going to grow. They're not going to.
Because in the law, if a woman commit adultery and she have a child on her husband, not only do the woman die, but the kid dies as well too, man. You know, the mother and the fucking.
You have to remember
the adulterer.
Everybody's a Christian until the scriptures come out.
I got a quick precept. This is Ecclesiastes 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. And they the most wickedest thing walking around here on this planet. And the scripture says that in Ecclesiastes chapter 7. What Solomon was saying, he found the account that out of 1,000 men, you only found one righteous man. Out of 1,000 women, you don't find none.
Women are not, for one, women are not accountable. Right? They can't, women, hey, look, me and my son was just talking about this.
There's a bunch of memes going out right now about women not being hooked up to tackle accountability.
You know, it's a hard thing for a woman. Hey, look, me and my son was joking. He was like, man, Daddy, you right. My mama never said sorry. I say, I know. I've been dealing with it for 20 plus years. So, and they never heard a bitch say sorry. So, men, when a man makes a mistake, a man actually reevaluates his life and see what the fuck he did. Even a worldly nigga, he would put two and two together and like, maybe I should have did this better. These women are insane. They would keep doing the same thing over and over and over. You didn't have the same kid. You didn't have kids with the same nigga, but a different nigga.
Okay, hold on.
6 times.
Hold on. Shema. We got scoffers that's coming on the comment board talking about free Palestine. To hell with Palestine.
That's right.
We do not. We do not support Islam. We are not a part of Islam. Right? We're a part of the true people. Actually, Palestine is ours.
That's it.
All right. Okay, we do not support the land of Israel. We do not support the small hatters. We do not support the Palestinians. Right. That's their problem.
Right.
We have nothing to do with that.
Our God is Yahweh.
Wow.
All right, point blank, period. Right. So you could go find you another platform, to go put up your free Palestine stuff. All right, that is your business. That is your problem.
Not ours.
All right, not ours. We have nothing to do with that.
Hey, they're on our land too.
The scripture says, meddle not another man's affair. That's not our affair. Our affair is our people. All right, and we're only concerned with the elect of our people.
That's
We don't even care about the 2/3 of our own people. They're our enemies right now. Okay,
and that's what you call a disclaimer.
So stop trying. Right? You're probably a damn agent. It could be agents anyway.
Because they're trying to associate us with the motherfuckers. We don't care. Matter of fact, I keep thinking about that one older black gentleman. I don't know the name. I forgot the reporter. He's over there back in the days, back in the 90s or the 80s, and he's interviewing the Israeli, and then he's interviewing somebody from Palestine and trying to be a moderator between them. And this motherfucker doing all this shit. Hey, you're defending and trying to get peace between them, and it's your land, nigga.
You
stupid motherfucker.
Hey, and this is the thing. Who going around saying free the African American Negroes? Who gonna go free them? Man, fuck y'all. That's right. One right. Say what nation has not taken a part of her spoil? Hey, look. All you motherfuckers, you stinking ass Arabs, you nasty ass Persians, which you Elam, you fuck face ass Hamites, you cheeky ass motherfucking gooks. Fuck all y'all. Hey, when the war come back, hey, y'all gonna learn what fucking slavery is. That's right. You think you going through something with them motherfuckers over there? Wait till we get our payback. You ain't seen shit yet.
And for the record, you Edomites are not the only ones going in shackles and chains and put
the rest of all you
Hebrews are going into servitude. And for 1,000 years, you're gonna get a foot. Some of y'all gonna say, damn, I wasn't Esau. Yo was in bed with the bitch. Fuck you.
Hey, it says, rejoice not Palestina. Rejoice not Palestina.
With the daughter or something.
For the rod.
Can I get two scriptures while you're looking for that?
Somebody could have pulled out the scripture for the brother.
This is Jeremiah 15 and 5. This is Jeremiah 15 and 5.
The water, bro. I'm over here. Bring it out. Bring it out.
No, you got it.
This is Isaiah 14 and 29. Rejoice not thou, whole Palestine, because the rod of him that smote thee is broken. For out of the serpent's root shall come forth a cockatrice, and his fruit shall be a fairy flying serpent.
Don't rejoice when you see Esau going down.
Fiery flying serpent.
Yep. And that's that missile. Hey, so you camel jockeys over there, out of all this ass whooping that you're getting, the Lord's going to top it off with a missile.
Yeah, and you were the first people, and you damn Ishmaelites, you were the first people to put your hands on us.
That's right.
Right. I was just watching Umar. He said something.
Go ahead, brother.
Umar says, fuck that. That nigga. Every now and then say something on point. He say, the difference between the European slave trade and Arab slave trade, European slave trade ended, which we know not really. But these Arabs are still.
Well, you know they still Liberians.
Yeah, they still put niggas in slavery right now. The Arabs are still putting niggas in slavery right now, like old school type slavery. We know we still enslaved, but I mean they put niggas in old school type slavery.
Matter of fact, in Palestine, they got a village called Abi where they got our people at. Can you imagine your kid come to what I said? I say the slave village. Like what the fuck?
Mankind. They really fucking with the Jakes. That's in Liberia. And the Jakes that because Liberia was set up.
Libya.
Liberia.
Oh, they got
Liberia.
Oh, okay.
Liberia was set up by Esau when Jake came out of slavery. Some Jake went back to Africa, and they thought that was but then they what's the new the general butt naked where he from so a lot of those Ishmaelites. They go over there because the shit's so fucked up, and they capture Jake from over there and put him in slavery and send him different parts. And to right now, a lot of what they doing is the dude was one dude that ran off. He was giving an account, he was saying you either get sold or they kill you and cut your organs out and sell your organs.
Dang.
You know, they got whole warehouses where they take Jake and little kids and everything. They lay him down alive, put the knife to him, cut him open, and snatch their shit out.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude was giving a whole account on how they doing them over there. Hey, Ishmael, hey, look, dude, you got a lot. Hey, look, you in that roll call in Psalms the 83rd chapter.
That's right.
You in that roll call, big homie. Hey, you sitting over there in the fake Middle East in them palaces with your gold.
Can I
with
say
your
this real
gold
quick?
fucking-
I want you to finish that. There is no such thing as the Middle East. It's all Asia. All right, from Turkey to Israel to Jordan to Somalia, Yemen, the United Arab Emirates. That's all Asia. All right. So that just like you made up that term, white. There's no such thing as white people. There is no such thing as the Middle East. What they refer to as the Middle East is Western Asia.
Right.
All right. Point blank. Period. So go on with that bullshit.
And then the scriptures say, what do thou have to do with me, or Tyree and
I got you right here.
You got
No. You finish that
It say
thing.
in
I
all
got
the
something
coast.
here.
It say in all the coast of Palestine. It say, will ye render me a recompense? It say, if ye render me a recompense, swiftly will I return your recompense upon your own head. Hey, you motherfuckers that did beyond, motherfucker. Hey, and then your little stinking ass, even to this day, you move in our fucking neighborhoods with your funky ass businesses. Say, hey, you don't fucking eat swine. You don't fucking eat it, but you will sell it to my fucking people.
And sell crack pipes.
Yeah, you don't fucking do it. Hey, you in there, you selling the Black and Miles, the squares. You there with the fucking liquor stores. You know the niggas.
That's a wrong thing.
Right. Hey, they did with our women. You know they fucked up. They come to you. You fucking give a couple boxes of cereal. And you fucking them in the back. You doing all this weird shit. You exploitation of our people, man. And you think we gonna stand with you stinking motherfuckers? Hey, when I look at your fucking y'all little buildings and rubble, nigga, I laugh. When I see you motherfuckers on the thing and I hear y'all getting fucked up, I rejoice. That's right. Because y'all motherfuckers that did so much to my fucking people. Even these wicked niggas, and I hate them niggas too. But you gotta pay for that too. Because they still Israelites, man.
What one nation has not had a part.
Fuck about no sand, niggas.
Y'all niggas need to be sick.
Yaki was saying, let me finish saying what he's saying. And y'all, everybody know this. We're speak orderly.
Yes. All right. So yeah, what one nation hasn't, and so all these heathen, the scripture says that you going into slavery under the special chosen royal people of the Most High God.
Right.
We'll get this here in Psalms chapter 149 and 4. It says, "For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people; he will beautify the meek with salvation." And the meek are the Israelites, starting off with the elect who humble themselves to the will of the Father. All right. It says, for the Lord taketh pleasure in his people and will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen.
Not just Esau.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. To execute upon them the judgment written.
Right, because this is written. Right. So let it be written, so let it be done.
That's right. This honor have all his saints praise ye, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
That's right.
And, no, go ahead.
No, I said I thought you were done today.
Yeah, all right. Because in this second Esdras, chapter 7, and 35, it says, "And the work shall follow, and the reward shall be showed, and the good deeds shall be of force." Right. You see, the good deeds is the law, statutes, and commandments, and the righteousness of the Most High God. That's going to be a force in the kingdom of heaven. And wicked deeds shall bear no rule. So here in this present temporal evil world, this is where the wicked deeds bear rule, and each and every single heathen nation, you know, they carry a particular rule of some unrighteous way. And so they're gonna get overtaken. They're gonna get conquered by the conquering lion Yahushua, man. And anybody that's clinging to those heathenistic, carnal, unrighteous mindsets, well, you're gonna get caught up in that judgment.
It's fitting that Ishmael's called basically the child of the bond woman.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get bonded in the kingdom.
That's right. That's right,
Shit
brother.
smell.
He said shit
Hey, my question to all these people that say, what about Palestine? My question to you is, what about us?
I got it. That's right.
What about us? What about what we suffer?
Right.
You know, where's
Continue.
our land? Where's our right to speak up for ourselves? But we supposed to be everybody else's yes man. But when we say what about us, when brown skinned people say what about us, it's let's deflect that and let's just go back to it because we're suffering. You know, but you have a whole country. You have a place to call home. Right. What about us?
Well, that'll make you.
As soon as you say, what about us? You know what they do? Oh, well, you know, you did this wrong. Oh, you did that wrong. The accusers of our brother. Oh, he has a rap sheet. Oh, he was accused. Oh, he did this. So they deflate the fact that, oh, you did a whole bunch of shit
If
to
you
us.
work hard, that's the
right.
limit. If you work
See, but
hard,
they don't understand why Jake do what Jake do. You can go, and this has been proven. You can go to any country and you can subjugate them, just like the Palestinians. If you go back to look at the so-called land of Israel back in 1948, and they had the one map, one is green, but before Israel, it was all Palestine, it was all green, and then by 1950s to 60, it was like maybe 30%, white, which and 70% green. Then by the time it was in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, it was like half and half. And then by the 90s, it was slivers and slivers. So now it's only little splotches. They have done the Indian Reservation Act to the Palestinians, and so now you done squished them all together. You done took away their resources, and now they're doing the same dumb shit that niggas would do. You can do this to any group of people. It doesn't matter who the fuck they are. You take away their land, you take away their identity, you take away the resources, and they're going to resort to violence. They're going to resort to doing anything by anything's necessary just to fucking survive. So you demonize them. You're the fucking culprit, you goddamn devil.
If I may say this real quick, the scripture says the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. All you motherfuckers are going into slavery, man.
But Pops, I was going to take your Quran. That's too.
All these Palestinians and all this shit in the east, as Malcolm was saying, or whatnot, we're going to deal with this. Like I said, they got a book. It's called the Quran, right? Let's read what the Quran says about Israel in there. Al-Baqarah 2, I'm going to start at 40. O children of Israel, remember my favors upon you. Fulfill your covenant, and I will fulfill mine. Stand in awe of me alone. Believe me, believe in my revelations, which confirms your scriptures.
Your scriptures, your covenant. Hey, because that goes to show you, you're the son of the flesh. You're the bond. You're the son of Hagar, nigga. You're the son of the bond woman, man.
We've been told in your book to remember ourselves. Do not be the first to deny them or trade them for a fleeting gain. What our covenant? Be mindful of me.
So Ishmael haven't honored his own book.
Yeah.
He prayed upon the children of Israel. All right. And he knows that that's us.
That's right.
Ishmael knows beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are those people, man. And he prayed upon us.
That's right. Do not mix truth with falsehood or hide the truth knowingly.
That Ishmael is guilty of all of that.
Oh, yeah. They're like Amalek.
Okay.
Like the brother was saying earlier, here it is. They don't eat pork, but they sell it to Jake.
Yeah. They don't eat shrimp, none of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the whole goal is to keep you going off against your power, man.
Right.
You know.
Well, they are part of that confederacy. It's a part of that part.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down to 47 and end it on 48. O children of Israel, remember all the favors I granted you and how I honored you above the others.
So including you, Ishmael.
Right.
We're above you in your own damn book. Fuck Palestine.
That's right.
Right. Read. Bring it out.
Read. Guard yourselves against the day on which no soul will be of help to another. No intercession will be accepted. No ransom taken, and no help will be given.
Ain't nobody's coming for you Palestinians, man. Your ass in an open air prison.
And fuck the Quran. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
That's true. But in their own book, it tells you.
Right. But you know, even though that little snippet had to, you know, it was a little on point something. But hey, we need 100% truth and 100% correct direction to get to salvation and life everlasting. And then that damn show it ain't in that. It ain't in that damn Quran, man.
So it's a beautiful thing showing them in their own book. They ain't shit. But go ahead, brother. Bring out what
You know
you got.
what? The scriptures don't give any other nation any credit like that.
Nah.
Elevate none of them.
Nah.
Except for the nation of Israel.
That's it.
That's it. You got it.
No, yeah, because going back what you said, not just Esau Edom gonna be getting his ass whooped in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
It's gonna be all you heathens outside of the nation of Israel. This Obadiah, verse 15, it says, "For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathens, all, not just Esau Edom. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee." Like your brother said, what nation had not had took part in having us in captivity? So it says, it should be done to thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. And the cup is slavery, man.
And this whole time, all these heathens been. It's like a WCW match.
Mm-hmm.
You got one nigga in the ring. They've been tagging.
Absolutely.
They've been beating our ass, man. And then now the Lord
handicap match,
man. So now the Lord coming, you know how the Lord coming running down that aisle now. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh shit, you know. Now you scared, nigga.
Yeah, let me finish this off. So it says, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they have not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. Zion, go back to monument, which means remember, man.
Right.
All right. And that's the Israel, man. Only deliverance for the nation of Israel, man.
The real city engraved us in the palm of his hand.
That's it. Wow. And then,
So it says he got the whole world in his hand.
Yep.
Look at world is cold.
That's it.
World of
That's
Israel.
it.
That's cold, right?
That's it. It says,
somebody loves me.
Right. It says,
That's why we gotta just hold on. Hey, we gotta hold on. Like it's something that you say, Apostle, often the periodic. You say, brace yourself.
Yeah, right. This is close.
That's right, bro.
This is real close. Some more than that, elder.
yeah, a little bit more. The last verse. It says, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession.
Oh yeah, so you're gonna have to break yourself. You're gonna have to run that. And all them slick New York terms. Give up all the jewels, all that, man. Gunny. He said,
You say according to their substance shall the restitution.
That's everything.
That means you. Let's say in Obadiah, it said, "Would the great gatherers gather enough?" What did Esau take from us? He took everything. He took a language, a heritage, a culture, and then even us, our person, ourselves, everything. Like oppress the man and his heritage. So guess what? You're all men. We're not you're all men.
I gotta quit preaching. This Jeremiah 30 and 30. I mean 30 and 16.
Perfect.
Therefore, all day that the
That's what I was holding, bro.
Three brothers have to hold it. You can't script it.
You can't script that. Three brothers was holding it. Go ahead, brother. Finish. We gonna finish with that.
This Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
Hallelujah.
And all thy adversaries, every one of them,
excuse me?
Every one of them shall go into captivity.
Who is
all
our adversaries? What is it? 2 Maccabees 5? Who have not had part in Jerusalem? Spoils. Right, that's every nation. All you heathens. From Ammon to Amalek. All right, to Japhet, all right, to you Philistines, you Palestinians, both the real Philistines and you Ishmaelites in the land, all right, Esau, all of you, man.
Yeah, because they're not even the real Palestinians. The real Palestinians were so-called Africans. All right, come on, man. Philistines.
And they that spoil thee shall be spoiled.
Yeah.
And all thy adversaries, and all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
Real quick before we finish, look up that word spoil.
Look, and then somebody get it in the Etamar too.
Every one of them shall go into captivity. Ain't no escaping. And Revelation, the 2nd chapter tells us we're gonna break you with a rod of iron.
Y'all gonna all have on them bracelets.
That's
We're
right.
gonna beat you. We're gonna
Changalang,
beat you.
changalang.
In Isaiah, it says the nation. This how you know. So we said fuck Palestine facts, but fuck you smart haters too, because you weak. We roll with the real Israelites get into the land. It says, whatever nation will not serve Israel shall be destroyed.
That's
We
right.
small haters are weak. You devils, because you're trying to do everything by trickery and deceit. We telling you up front. We're going to put both our feet up. We're going to shine it up real nice, turn it sideways, and stick our feet up your candy ass.
That's right.
You're going to love it, because after that 1,000 years, you're going to say, you know what? Let us go up to Israel and receive the laws from them.
Oh my God, wasn't that bad?
They gonna run to the fire. They gonna be ready.
It's over. Yeah, we ain't gonna have no conspiracy, man.
Oh my
we gonna
God.
do everything out front.
Right, no scandals.
Yeah, there'll be none of that shit. The whole world is going. Or it says in Ezekiel, it says, "I shall take you up on my neck with a company of many people." Man, you're gonna be publicly displayed. Well, what dude said? He said, "You will not have a tongue. You will not have eyes. You will roll in the underworld, and everybody will know that this is the fool that thought he killed Achilles." Well, you're gonna be the fool that thought you could destroy the Lord, man. That you could destroy his children, man. And then the whole world gonna know it. It's all gonna be up front.
Hey, they know it already.
That's right.
Even though you control all the media and all the information, it just goes to show you how weak you are. So you got nothing left to do but to just come with your sword and demonize. But everybody knows now.
You
All right,
still
go ahead, read
colonize.
those. What's up?
I got yeah, this is spoil in the Etaman. Spolian, strip violently of clothes, strip a slain enemy,
made bare.
Strip a slain enemy.
Yep.
Just like what happened. The children of Israel spoiled the Egyptians.
That's right. Took all their wealth.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Strip, plunder, pillage, and directly from Latin spolare, strip, uncover, lay bare, strip of clothing, rob, plunder, pillage,
Hey,
booty,
Great pillage and plunder.
arms taken from an enemy, booty.
Booty. Great pillage and plunder.
Plunder. So check it out. This is plunder. To rob of goods or valuables by open force.
That's right.
As in war, hostile raids, or
Hostile raids.
Great pillaged and plundered.
Brigandage, right? To rob, to spoil, fleece.
Sound like a real uppity way of saying break yourself.
Right
Bring
Real quick, this is spoil. This is the noun. It says booty, goods captured in time of war.
Get your bitches too.
That's right. Isaiah 13.
They ain't gonna go
Isaiah 49.
Small dogs, small head women.
That's right.
We're gonna have them bald head hair like you. We're gonna have all of those.
And they said they're not gonna mourn for niggas.
That's it. They will be ravished.
They don't love it.
I love it.
It's like women got hair like 70s porn, man.
Yeah.
Finishing up on spoil. It says that which is forfeit to a conqueror.
Ooh.
Damn.
We're more than conquerors.
That's right.
Also the act of ravaging.
I told you. Keep going.
And the word ravage means you know you're gonna break them.
Great.
Gotta get them young.
Great.
Hey, this reminds me of the scene when they were trying to make peace with the aliens in Independence Day. The president was trying. He said, "Can we have a peace?" He said, "No."
That's like Martin.
He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What do you guys want?" He said, "Die."
He said, "Die."
That's it, man.
Hey, Malcolm. That's like you say, Troy. Watch the real part of that movie.
Director's
Oh, Troy, I always tell brothers, if you've seen Troy and you haven't seen the director's cut, you really haven't seen it.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, it's like about 30 minutes longer, and Yeah, it's a big difference in the battle scenes and the ravaging, the spoiling.
Even
It's
dialogue.
a big difference. But anyway, hey, with that, we're gonna give all praises, all honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, God, Shem, Yahweh, Shai, God, Shem, God, God.
Kwam Yasharal.
Kwam Yasharal.
The hell with Palestine.
Fuck Palestine.